Dark, stormy nights are eerie, but the only thing that can top them are gloomy, blustery nights on a foreign planet, light years away from Earth. Sure enough, it's no secret that there are even a few here on Earth, but it's no comparison in the grand scheme of interstellar storms. In this video, we'll take a look at the 7 scariest alien storms found in our universe, so don't miss the journey into space's most terrifying storms. If you're feeling brave, come with us into the darkest, stormiest corners of the cosmos. Number 1. The vicious winds of HD 80606b. When it comes to heat waves, one planet outside our solar system goes all out. HD 80606b. A gas giant that may reach temperatures of over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 555 degrees Celsius in just less than 6 hours. Triggered by the roasting heat, shockwave storms circle the planet faster than the speed of sound, bearing extreme temperatures and ferocious winds. To best describe it, it's a hurricane of boiling winds. It is located in a binary star system about 190 light-years away and has a mass almost 4 times that of Jupiter. Intriguingly, its orbit is the most eccentric of any known planet because it is extremely elongated. The planet may be as far from its host star as Earth is from Venus, but on its closest approach to its star, its distance may only be 3% of the Earth's distance from the Sun. This causes the howling winds. HD 80606b's average temperature increases dramatically as the planet draws nearer to its star. In that time, the temperature rises from a sweltering 980 degrees Fahrenheit to an even more intolerable 2,240 degrees Fahrenheit. That is from 526 to 1,226 degrees Celsius. Over a few hours, winds of over 11,000 miles per hour howl above the planet before dying down as the planet swings back out into the blackness of space. Number 2. The strobe lightning of HAT P11b. The mysterious HAT P11b. Bizarre radio signals were detected coming from this alien world. Could it be lightning? HAT P11b is the first Neptune-sized exoplanet discovered to have a reasonably cloud-free atmosphere. The exoplanet is 122 light-years away. But in 2009, French astronomers detected what they believed to be a faint radio signal from it. They think that the unexplained radio waves were caused by a very powerful lightning storm. How powerful are we talking about here? Even if a very intense lightning storm would mysteriously envelope the entire planet, it would have only generated a radio signal roughly 1% as strong as the one that appeared to come from HAT P11b. If the lightning on the exoplanet is anything like that on Earth, then more than 3 million lightning strikes per square kilometer per hour would be required to generate the observed radio waves. Considering that this planet has a cloud-free atmosphere, that sure is a lot of lightning. Even now, astronomers don't know what caused the phenomenon, but it surely does add to the creeps it already evokes. Maybe we just found Thor's home. Who knows? Number 3. The glass storm of HD 189733b. 63 light-years away, the gas giant HD 189733b is home to fierce winds and torrential showers. God, who names these planets? What a mouthful. Anyways, this distant world will appear vivid blue to our eyes. However, a space tourist who mistakes it for Earth's atmosphere would be making a huge mistake. As far as space storms go, what astronomers have observed is one of the strangest one yet. Extreme weather is an ultimate threat on this planet. It has winds that can reach speeds of up to 5,400 miles per hour, which is 7 times the speed of sound, and would whip any possible explorers into a nauseating whirlwind as they attempt to circle the planet. Further, being caught in the rain on this planet is more than just an ordeal. It's a slow and painful death. The roaring winds of this sweltering alien environment are believed to bring downfalls of glass blowing sideways. Talk about extreme weather. Completing its orbit in just 2.2 days, the alien gas giant planet is quite near to its host star, causing the super hot glass shower. It is believed to be tidally locked to its star, which makes it always face its star during the day, so one side is warm and the other is always exposed to the chill of space. Since one side of this planet is considerably hotter than the other, the air flows quickly from the warmer portions of the colder areas, creating a high-speed wind. The night side cools down to an average of around 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit, or 649 degrees Celsius. which is still extremely hot, but far less so than the day side. This gap would be even more evident if the supersonic winds weren't helping to distribute heat around the planet. This is why there is a blazing glass storm that rips over the planet and into the void. I think I'd still prefer that over mosquitoes buzzing around my face as I try to sleep. Number 4. Venus's piping hot acid rain. Venus appears bright and beautiful from orbit, but its surface is more like something out of a nightmare. The pressure is 90 times that of Earth. The temperature is 900 degrees Fahrenheit or 482 degrees Celsius, and sulfuric acid showers constantly. Anyone or anything exposed to Venus's surface for even a few minutes would perish instantly. At the height of 30 miles, the air is the same temperature as the surface of the Earth. This might seem delightful, except that 200-mile-per-hour winds blow clouds of sulfuric acid over the carbon dioxide sky, and then raindrops of sulfuric acid fall. In any case, Venus is so scorchingly hot that not even its acid rain can make it to the surface. While falling through Venus's atmosphere, winds die and the air gets warmer. On their journey through the extreme heat, raindrops boil and steam, and most of them evaporate before they even reach the ground. Number 5. Mysterious storms on Neptune. Scientists have observed enormous storms in Neptune's swirling atmosphere using the most advanced telescopes on Earth. In 2018, Hubble found one in its northern hemisphere, and it's wider than the Atlantic Ocean. In 2020, there was a change in the storm's behavior. It changed its direction, avoiding impending destruction for the time being. Just as mysterious was the fact that the storm wasn't alone. In January of that year, Hubble noticed a second dark spot, this one smaller, that had appeared temporarily close to its larger cousin. A possible explanation that it is a fragment of the massive vortex that broke off, floated away, and was eventually lost to later observers. Before it changed direction, observers expected Neptune's dark storm to move towards the equator. There, it will lose strength and fall apart. But then, contrary to what was predicted, the massive storm did not go into the equatorial kill zone. It was a bizarre sight to witness this storm behave like it should have acted, and then suddenly, it simply stopped and swung back the other way. Who knows what surprises are in store for us as this storm continues to rage? As long as it stays there, I don't care what it does. Number 6. Mars catastrophic dust storms. It is well known that dust storms frequently arise in the southern hemisphere of Mars during the planet's summer. Picture a vast dust storm covering the South American continent for weeks. While this may sound like a disastrous occurrence, catastrophic storms of this magnitude actually occur several times a year on Mars. But it is not the scariest part yet. About once every 3 Martian years, this is 5 or 6 in Earth years, a regional storm builds to a global scale, engulfing the entire planet in crimson dust. This leaves just the 15-mile peak of Olympus Mons, the tallest volcano in Mars, and the solar system visible. These dust storms are triggered by the heat radiating from the sun when it reaches the planet's surface. When sunlight strikes the ground, it warms the air near the surface, while the air further up in the atmosphere is left with a lower temperature. When warm and cool air come together, they create an unstable environment, resulting in the warm air rising to the surface and carrying dust. By rubbing against one another, these airborne dust particles generate a great deal of static charge that causes sparks and sounds of lightning crackling. That means we would be prone to dust storms and lightning every 3 Martian years if we made the red planet our home. In early January of 2022, a massive dust storm, almost the size of the United States, blanketed the southern hemisphere of Mars. In the years to come, the red planet will likely experience many more intense dust storms besides this one. Let's hope the Perseverance rover stays out of harm's way. Number 7. Jupiter's gigantic red spot. The largest planet in our solar system is also home to the most powerful storm in the known universe. The gas giant appears to be a breeding environment for monstrous storms, one of which might easily consume Earth twice or 3 times over. Measuring 10,000 miles wide, the giant red spot is the cosmic equivalent of a hurricane on Earth. It certainly is a dizzying challenge, but it's been spinning for generations. The Great Red Spot has been observed for almost 200 years. However, it has likely existed for much longer, and its longevity is still a mystery. Continents on Earth cause hurricanes to weaken and fade out, but Jupiter has none, so the Great Red Spot may wreak havoc in the gas giant's atmosphere for as long as it likes. Yet, nothing lasts forever, just like these enormous storms. Despite its name, the Great Red Spot has been shrinking for at least a century and is now only around half its original size. Exactly how these storms develop, why the Great Red Spot is losing size, or even what will become of it are all unknown at this point. Though in the near future, Juno will peer into the eye of the storm, and NASA hopes that it will provide new insight into the makeup of the long-lived gigantic storm. Now you've explored some of the most horrifying and mind-blowing storms in the known universe. They sure are terrifying, from Jupiter's crimson storms to faraway howling lightning storms. Are you still thinking about leaving our home planet? What are your thoughts on these alien storms? Share them in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a like. Thanks for watching.